Will twin flames still be relevant in the age of AI? In that age where you hear all the time that AI is the next big thing. All these bots and artificially generated wisdom searchers, search engines that take almost everything over from human beings. They can generate speech. They can generate meaning. They can generate all the solutions to your problems. They can generate whole jobs that beforehand people did. Human beings needed to work weeks, months on, years, lifetimes to collect information and manipulate that information to something that makes sense and that is useful and is ordered and is presented. And it seems like human beings are not needed anymore in the near future. Well, or only to manage the AI. And then you're invited by entrepreneurial types on your YouTube advertisements and on other places, like, please become that AI attuned entrepreneur because this is going to be big. And you can now step into this new opportunity that I'm going to give you as an AI attuned entrepreneur. And then you will sort of be the manager, the one that uses AI. And all these other people that will fall away because their job is taken over by AI. Well, they are just swallowed by the monster, but don't bother them. That doesn't matter because you have been saved by the God of AI. The artificial and intelligent God. I'll think about that. Is that your future? Is that going to swallow the whole idea of twin flames living in one union and give it up? Or let it be AI generated or something? But that's where the true problem starts to arise, because is that possible? Can an AI tool give you your true twin flame? And can it know what is your true twin flame? Let's say we're going to build an AI bot for union testing. Is this the true twin flame? And are you truly in union? And I'm just going to program this AI bot or process for you. I'm going to be the manager of that, okay? So I'm going to be a successful entrepreneur with that. Sorry, I already have it. Not you. That's a joke. And I'm going to put all the twin flame signs that I figured out together with Divine Mother over decades of time, that are the true signs. I did publish them on my blog, on my website, in a video. Just go to my video channel, my channel on YouTube. And you can also, when you are on a desktop or a laptop and you go to my channel page, you can also search with the search bar on my own channel, the search in my vast collection of videos. And there's a topic about that. There's a video about that. I'm sure you can find it. All the twin flame signs. And I put all these twin flame signs and false twin flame signs in the AI bot. And then it will just go to work for you when you press enter. And you might want to speak to it or write into it, type into it or something, some signs and things that you have encountered truthfully. And then it will go to work for you and tell you if it's your true twin flame or not, and if you're already in union or not, and how likely it is that it will happen, and when it's going to happen approximately, and it rattles it out, and you say print, and then it prints it out, and you have this whole report, and it's for free, and it doesn't need anything in anyone, and the whole world can use it with the press of a button in an app on your phone, and millions will use it. And like in this sort of vision that we're creating right now, mostly for fun, for the thought experiment, and millions will be able to know if they're with their twin flame, or if they will be, and if it's going to go all right, and they can follow the steps from the AI tool on your phone. Just follow the steps, and maybe it can just, use other apps on your phone and just, buy your plane ticket for you on your phone and send you on the right train to your twin flame by using the other app, showing you in your maps app where your twin flame lives, and send you there, or send them to you. What about that? With a post stamp on their nose, and then just send it off with DHL or something, or Post NL in my country, or how is it called in your country? The delivery service, UPS, I don't know. So that your twin flame can be delivered in a package in front of your door. How about that? Everyone orders everything these days, so why not order your twin flame? This whole AI bot can just take it over. Search who it is and put them on the train, and make them ring your door with the app, because don't we have these days like electronic doorbells that are on our phone's app as well? And there is your twin flame. But would that be your twin flame, or would that be like the next mindfuck that is false, that is nonsense? I also have another video, you'll find it when you search on my channel, that works with ChatGTP. And I looked inside that app. I probably had asked in the app something like, how do I get into union with my twin flame? And then it really gave me steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Think about this thing, think about the other thing. And I read out loud, it's like a video of 45 minutes or something, and I was just reading out loud what my phone app said, ChatGTP. Like, blah, 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 step 1, blah, 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 step 2. And I just discussed that. Well, I'll give you a hint already. Spoiler alert for the actual video. The steps were somewhat okay-ish for some of the time. I think I had comments on every one of them. Significant comments. But they sort of kind of sounded like a little bit twin flamey. Like a lot of the things that you might read on popular blogs or what have you, with people that talk about twin flames as a topic, because it sounds like a cool topic, but they don't have it. They don't truly know it. They're not in their harmonious union consciousness state. They don't have that teachership gifted by the divine. So they don't know, they just discuss spiritual ideas that sound twin flamey, that are regurgitated over and over in many blogs and stuff. And that was sort of what was in that AI app. So what came out was that it was sort of kind of somewhat of a collection of mostly more general spiritual advice sounding ideas. But that doesn't give you your true twin flame. And it certainly doesn't guarantee that it's really them. It doesn't make it sustainable. It doesn't make it joyful. It doesn't make it harmonious. And you're not stepping into the guaranteed starting to flow to you of your abundance that comes with the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. It doesn't lead to the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. You're not leaving the ego paradigm behind yet. You haven't done the shift yet. So although it does sound sort of kind of okay-ish here and there, like you could certainly get some advice out of it that might be applicable to you. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a good one. I actually needed to hear that today. Of course, sure. Yeah. Anything can communicate or mirror back something to you that could be just exactly what you needed to hear in your stage. Yeah, sure. But that's not very specific for an actual twin flame recipe. That's like a happenstance, right? So, yeah, that wasn't really great, right? It just doesn't give you the shift. So I guess, what can AI do is, well, maybe it could give you some ideas if the information it was distracting ideas from would be of good quality, and then translate it maybe in a couple steps that are easy to digest. That would be great, but then the source material needs to be true in the first place. And that's just not really going to happen when it is just collecting some sort of random info on the entire internet, which is full of bullshit, as we all know, I hope. But the most important thing is that all of these ideas are not connected to an organic you, an organic soul that is in the union with their true twin flame, with the spirit element that is only exactly that and can never be taken over by any computer or bot or CGI or AI, or because it cannot. Because we can't have an artificial spirit. Because these two are not compatible. You could think of a very, very precise model of the actual universe that might be replacing the current internet and all that. And we would make it run eternally on sources of eternal energy that also exist. But then it would be still artificial. And that is actually what materialism is, what even the idea of the devil even is, it's like that's the idea of what the devil could be. But that is also the same as the idea of what the ego is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. So, and that means that it is an empty form, an empty shell, an empty. Well, maybe it could potentially be, in theory, a very precise, highly correct model that is so subtle in its subtleties that it really, really resembles the actual architecture of life itself, of your spirit life, where you are one with your twin flame in union. And then you have also other unions that are in a circle around you, and they are your soul family. And together you are like one big ray of light, and you are connected back to source, which is one big light where everyone comes from. And then from that being in union with your true twin flame in that soul family, and in your own unit, your own pod, in your union, your soul is born both individually around the same time in the flesh on earth, and then there are experiences there, and you can choose in the flesh to have these experiences together, and that makes it actually very beautiful, harmonious, deep, and ascending. And your spiritual progress goes even quicker because of that too. So you call in your abundance quicker too, because that's connected to that true spiritual richness. So that's approximately like what is this architecture of life? Well, I just gave you a sketch of the architecture of life and how it functions and how it's supposed to function. Just some points of it. And we put that in this form, in this AI app. It's very intelligent. It's very precise. But then it would be still artificial. It would be form only. It wouldn't have content. It would be outside of love. It would be an empty shell. Because the only true twin flame architecture functions under the divine in the fullness of meaning and purpose and value. It's full of grace. It's full of grace. It's not empty. And that is how they call Divine Mother. Did you know that? Full of grace. She's full of grace. The one that is full of grace. That's what Divine Mother is. So she stands at the opposite of the ego, the devil, the empty AI tool. She's full of grace, and the other one is empty of grace. In Greek, in the Bible, in the Greek Bible, the original Bible translation from Aramaic, I think then. And from what? Well, okay. I clearly didn't prepare to say that part, so might have said that wrong. In the Greek Bible translation, that is called kecharitomene, full of grace. And that is also said about Mother Mary, who stands for Divine Mother in the Christ drama. And there's an angel that comes to her and he says to her, well, hello, ke charitomene. Hello, you, the one full of grace. And that's what we need. We need Divine Mother. That's what we need, because we are full of grace. So we can have a model that we are, that's not empty. And we can just do what the model did. That'll give it to you. So when we go back to twin flames in the age of AI, will AI take over? Will we have AI flames? And will AI take over in finding your twin flame? And will there in the future no real human people be necessary anymore, just like me? Even though I earlier said that in this broadcast said that it's necessary to have a teacher. But maybe AI takes that over, right? Well, no. So the answer is no. Because then you would have an example, a teacher that is empty. And you think that you also can be empty and have it. And the answer is that cannot be. The answer is no. You can't be empty and have it. You'd be a narcissist that is having a delusion. So you need the true fullness. Which doesn't mean that we should be feeling bad about AI. It just will never replace the value of your true soul-connected union that is a part of the divine and therefore full of grace. It is ke charitomene.